Cultural Diversity of South Africa, a historical exploration. Welcome to our informative journey across South Africa's cultural landscape. South Africa stands as one of the most culturally diverse regions globally, due to its unique history and plethora of influences ranging from indigenous roots to European interactions, creating a rich mosaic that is both fascinating and educational. South Africa is a land where breathtaking vistas are matched only by its rich cultural layers. This video aims to unravel these layers, delving into the continent's indigenous heritage, European influences, and linguistic diversity, the factors that have shaped the nation's distinctive character. Let us begin with South Africa's indigenous heritage, the cultural heart and soul of the continent. This heritage stems from the region's first inhabitants, indigenous communities, whose ways of life have been passed down through millennia. These traditions form a cornerstone of South African identity. Journey with us through the vibrant world of traditional ceremonies, which are more than mere rituals. They serve as living blueprints of social behavior, ethics, and aesthetics, reflecting the community's bond with nature and the spiritual world. These ceremonies, through sacred dances and rituals, capture the essence of indigenous cultural practices, preserving them for generations to come. The artistic expressions of these communities reveal a wealth of creativity, underscored by indigenous art pieces that showcase intricate craftsmanship. Traditional artisans create magnificent items using natural materials, from beadwork and pottery to textiles, each telling a story steeped in history and personal significance. Music and dance are indispensable elements of indigenous culture. They are not only avenues of entertainment, but integral expressions of cultural identity. The rhythms and movements seen in performances like the Zulu dance breathe life into South Africa's indigenous heritage, demonstrating the enduring relevance of traditional arts. The region's cuisine is yet another reflection of its cultural diversity. From hearty stews to unique delicacies crafted with locally sourced ingredients, South African indigenous dishes offer a culinary experience unlike any other. Guided by recipes passed down through generations, these meals symbolize the deep connection between food, culture, and heritage. Turning our attention to the European influence, we dive into a complex layer of cultural transformation initiated by colonization. European colonization left an indelible mark on South Africa, shaping its cultural ethos through a series of exchanges that integrated European customs into the African milieu. Marvel at the colonial architecture that dots the South African landscape, wherein European designs merged with local styles to birth something uniquely Southern African. These structures offer a tangible link to the past while serving as current functional spaces within urban environments. The continent's art world vividly illustrates the collision and fusion of European and African styles. This cultural blend can be seen in both historical relics and contemporary creations, reflecting an ongoing dialogue between tradition and modernity. Fashion in South Africa offers another glimpse into this fusion. The evolution of clothing styles, influenced by both European fashion and African traditional attire, demonstrates a dynamic interchange that continues to inspire designers and cultural activities today. South Africa's music scene is a testament to centuries of cultural fusion. European instruments like the violin and piano found their place alongside traditional African instruments. This has led to the creation of fusion music, a genre that embodies the continent's rich cultural mosaic. As cultures merged, so too did culinary practices. South African cuisine now boasts a variety of hybrid dishes that highlight this cultural confluence, blending European cooking techniques with African ingredients and flavors. While European influences are significant, African traditions have always been a dominant force. African cultural practices have long shaped the continent's social, political, and economic landscapes, contributing substantially to South Africa's rich cultural diversity. The African influence is particularly evident in political structures. The legacy of communal governance and the emphasis on community welfare underpin many modern political systems, illustrating the intersection of traditional practices with contemporary governance. African societies contribute uniquely to the social framework, emphasizing communal living and kinship systems. This societal structure influences every aspect of life, from responsibilities and obligations to festivities and community support networks. One of the most compelling aspects of South Africa's cultural diversity is its linguistic variety. The nation is home to numerous languages, each with its history and cultural roots, offering a vivid tapestry of human expression. Foremost are the indigenous languages, which are crucial to cultural identity and community continuity. Efforts are ongoing to preserve these languages, ensuring they thrive alongside more dominant national languages. European colonization also introduced new languages, now embedded within the cultural fabric of South African society. These languages provide a shared means of communication across diverse groups, facilitating cultural exchange and cooperation. The birth of Creole languages marks another fascinating chapter in South African linguistic history. These languages, which developed from blending indigenous and colonial languages, stand as symbols of cultural adaptation and resilience. Today, South Africans continue to craft a dynamic linguistic future, where fusion languages are embraced within modern society, highlighting adaptability and cultural cohesion. The preservation of linguistic diversity has become a critical endeavor, with numerous initiatives dedicated to maintaining indigenous languages as vibrant components of everyday life and education. Cultural festivals and national holidays offer vibrant snapshots of South Africa's diversity in action. These celebrations, filled with music, dance, and shared traditions, underscore the vibrancy of this multicultural society. The spectrum of religious practices in South Africa is another area of cultural richness. This includes traditional beliefs alongside imported religions, all of which provide insight into the continent's spiritual rhythms and personal faith journeys. The modern cultural landscape of South Africa is a fascinating blend of traditional influences and contemporary innovations, a testament to the resilience and creativity of its people. Education remains a key channel through which cultural influences are disseminated. Tracing the historical influence on education systems reveals a story of both colonial impacts and African resilience in preserving indigenous knowledge. South African visual arts today are robust reflections of multi-layered influences, showcasing both indigenous techniques and contemporary artistic innovations resulting from cross-cultural interactions. The rise of South African film and media industries has provided new platforms for showcasing the continent's cultural narratives, offering global audiences a window into South Africa's rich cultural stories. Literature and storytelling have been powerful vehicles of cultural expression in South Africa. Interviews with contemporary authors reveal insights into how traditional tales are reinterpreted for modern times, keeping cultural narratives alive and relevant. South Africa's diverse sporting culture blends traditional and modern sports, creating a vibrant arena for cultural expression. These sports not only entertain, but also promote unity and cultural pride. The economic contributions of cultural diversity are significant. Cultural industries not only provide insight into cultural practices, but also drive economic growth, foster tourism, and create opportunities for cross-cultural exchange. Preserving South Africa's rich cultural heritage is an ongoing effort, spearheaded by organizations dedicated to safeguarding traditions and building bridges between the past and the future. Cultural diversity plays a pivotal role in South Africa's tourism sector. Tourists from around the globe are drawn to the continent's cultural richness, eager to experience its festivals, historical sites, and natural wonders. Virtual tours and digital cultural experiences have become innovative ways to engage with South Africa's cultural heritage, making it accessible to a global audience eager to learn and connect. As we look ahead, the continued evolution of cultural diversity in South Africa promises exciting developments. The blending of cultures, while maintaining distinct identities, opens possibilities for even greater cultural synthesis and understanding. As with any diverse society, challenges and conflicts can arise within cultural integration. Addressing these challenges involves continuous dialogue and mutual respect, fostering an environment where diversity is celebrated. Examples of successful cross-cultural collaborations highlight the potential for innovation when diverse perspectives are brought together, encouraging cooperation and shared cultural achievements. South Africa's cultural influence has extended globally, contributing to the international cultural landscape and enriching global understanding of African traditions and heritage. In closing, South Africa's cultural diversity is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people. This rich mosaic of indigenous heritage, European influences, and linguistic diversity not only shapes the continent's identity, but also offers valuable lessons in cultural integration and appreciation. As we continue to explore and celebrate South Africa's unique cultural tapestry, we invite you to delve deeper into its history and traditions, fostering a greater understanding of this multifaceted and vibrant society.